Luxury doesn't have to cost $10,000, and today I'm going to prove it. These mid-range handbags deliver that elevated, quiet luxury look without draining your entire savings account. They're beautifully made, timeless and versatile, the kind of bags you'll reach for again and again. And if you've ever wondered which bags give you that true designer feeling without the designer markup, you're about to find out. The myth of affordable luxury. Let's start with something that most people get wrong about affordable luxury. When we hear that phrase, we instantly think of trendy mid-priced bags that look expensive but don't actually last. And that's where disappointment usually comes in. Many brands market themselves as accessible luxury, yet cut corners in materials, hardware quality, or construction methods. Before I tell you what these 7 mid-range gems are, keep this in mind. Real luxury is about craftsmanship, not clout. And by the end of this video, I'll reveal the one mid-range brand that quietly rivals Celine and Loewe in both structure and quality, but costs a fraction of the price. With that, let's start. Polène numéro 10. We have to start with Polène, because no modern mid-range handbag list feels complete without its numéro 10. The silhouette is saddle-inspired, compact yet capable, and the bag is typically built from full-grain calf leather that arrives with a soft sheen and a firm hand. It's generally about medium-sized, roomy enough for a phone, small wallet, keys, a compact, and sunglasses, and the interior usually includes a small slip pocket for organization. The seams are hand-stitched and edges are neatly burnished, so the structure holds even after daily wear. What stands out is the attention to finishing. Microfiber suede linings that reduce abrasion, tight stitching at stress points, and a slightly weighted base so the bag keeps a flattering posture on the shoulder. Styling-wise, the numéro 10 elevates a simple jeans and blazer look or pairs beautifully with a silk dress for dinners. For care, a gentle leather conditioner twice a year keeps the grain supple and the color even, and avoiding heavy rains will preserve that pristine finish. Resale tends to be strong because the design is not trendy, it's quietly iconic, and you'll often see these pieces hold upwards of half to 2/3 of retail value in good condition. If you want craftsmanship that competes with higher-tier maisons in feel and performance, Polène is the place to start. APC Grace Bag. Next is the APC Grace Bag, which feels like a minimalist's answer to a classic box bag. The Grace is typically compact, boxy, and intentionally disciplined in its lines, with clean gold hardware and a structured flap that closes very securely. The leather usually used is vegetable tanned, which softens and forms a subtle patina over time, developing character rather than simply wearing out. Internally, expect a simple, efficient layout. One main compartment with a small internal pocket for cards or a slim phone, which makes it ideal for days when you don't want to carry much but still want a serious-looking accessory. The Grace's construction emphasizes precision, machined edges that are hand-polished, hardware that is plated to resist fading, and a stitch density that prevents sagging even when the bag is filled. Style it with a trench and loafers for a workday that feels effortlessly chic, or sling it crossbody with a linen dress for weekend lunches. For longevity, store it on a shelf in a dust bag stuffed with acid-free tissue to maintain the flap's shape, and use a leather cream appropriate for vegetable tanned hides if it ever feels dry. The Grace is the sort of bag that matures gracefully, proving that minimalism, executed well, looks expensive without the price tag. Strathberry Crescent Bag. Strathberry became a household name after a few high-profile carries, and the crescent bag is their approachable icon. The crescent is defined by a sculptural semicircular body and the brand's signature metal bar lock that elegantly secures the flap. The bar is not just decorative, it's engineered to hold the flap closed while maintaining a slim profile. Made from full-grain leathers, often with hand-painted edges and a subtly reinforced base, the crescent carries weight without collapse, and typically includes an internal zipped pocket in addition to the main compartment for keeping essentials secure. The feel is slightly more formal than some slouchier mid-range bags, which makes it a great transitional piece from day to evening. Construction-wise, watch for reinforced stitching at the strap anchors, a small but crucial detail that separates a cheaply made version from a long-lasting one. To style, pair the crescent with tailored suiting for an elevated office look, or with a slip dress for an understated evening aesthetic. Care tip: keep the metal bar polished with a microfiber cloth, but avoid chemical polishes, which could affect the leather finish. Strathberry's pieces do well on resale because of the recognizable signature hardware and the association with notable carries, which gives them a small prestige bump compared to similar non-logo mid-range bags. DeMellier Vancouver. DeMellier's Vancouver bag is the kind of discreet, well-made piece that insiders love, and it's made with a clear mission behind it. Crafted from pebbled Italian leathers and constructed in Spain, the Vancouver's trapeze silhouette is forgiving yet structured, often offering a magnetic flap closure, an internal zipped pocket, and a slip compartment to keep a small notebook or phone upright. The pebbled texture helps hide daily scuffs and makes the bag more forgiving if you're carrying it daily, while still feeling luxe to the touch. The brand's philanthropic initiative adds an ethical dimension to your purchase, and that consciousness is reflected in thoughtful details like quality lining, durable strap hardware, and edge painting that resists wear. Wear the Vancouver with a blazer and trousers combo for client meetings, or with a polished knit for weekend coffee runs. It always reads like an intentional piece rather than an afterthought. For maintenance, a gentle brush and a neutral cream designed for pebbled leather keeps the surface hydrated and prevents cracking. Durability-wise, these are built to be used. The seams and strap anchors often outlast similarly priced competitors, which is why many women find the Vancouver feels more like an investment than a purchase. Cuyana Classic Structured Tote. The Cuyana Classic Structured Tote is the definition of utility with polish, designed to be a daily companion that still reads as intentional luxury. Typically sized to fit a laptop comfortably, the tote features a clean open top with an optional interior zip pouch to secure small items, and the Italian pebbled leather gives the exterior a resilient textured surface that resists visible wear. The straps are proportioned, so the bag sits well on the shoulder while distributing weight, and the bag's paired back branding means it pairs with virtually every aesthetic. From a construction perspective, the leather is often thicker than what you'll find on similar price point bags, with reinforced stitching at load-bearing points and an interior finish that reduces friction on delicate items. Style it with smart casual tailoring for work, or throw it over a coat for a minimalist travel look. It's deliberately versatile. Care is simple. If the leather is full grain and untreated, a focused conditioning every 6 months keeps it supple. If it's been treated or pebbled, a gentle wipe and conditioning less frequently is fine. Compared to high-end totes that can cost multiples more, Cuyana gives you the practicality without the burden of an obviously branded silhouette, making it a true wardrobe workhorse. Mansour Gavriel Bucket Bag. Mansour Gavriel's bucket bag proved that a simple idea, executed exceptionally, becomes timeless. The bucket's drawstring closure and unlined or lightly lined interior make it lightweight and easy to live with, and the vegetable tanned leather develops a patina that many owners cherish because it tells the story of use. The proportions are generally forgiving, roomy enough for a wallet, cosmetic case, small book, and daily essentials without feeling bulky, and the single shoulder strap is balanced so it won't dig in even when full. Craftsmanship details include hand-burnished edges, careful dyeing for an even tone, and a minimal internal pocket that keeps your card holder within reach. In terms of styling, the Mansour Gavriel bucket softens structured tailoring and adds an effortless edge to dresses and denim alike. For care, treat the leather sparingly. Vegetable tanned hides thrive on minimal intervention. Regular oiling will darken the leather, so use conditioning only if dryness appears. On resale, well-cared-for Mansour Gavriel pieces often command respectable prices because the brand's early pieces, in particular, became iconic and remain sought after by minimalism devotees. Aspinal of London Lottie Bag. And here's the loop closure I promised earlier. Aspinal of London is that quiet mid-range house that often rivals the structure and finish of higher-priced French and Spanish ateliers. The Lottie bag is crafted from Italian calf leather with a firm tactile feel that reads seriously luxurious in hand. It commonly features a chain strap that can be doubled for a shorter shoulder drop or worn long as a crossbody. A richly lined grosgrain interior with divided compartments for organization and hand-stitched edges that give it a couture finish. The flap closure sits neatly, and the silhouette holds its shape even after months of regular use, which is a structural achievement often reserved for higher-priced names. It's a bag that works for a formal dinner just as naturally as it does for a polished daytime meeting. And the way the chain catches the light is an understated nod to classic couture without ostentation. For care, Aspinal's leathers respond well to gentle creams and careful storage. And because the brand limits production runs of certain styles, pieces like the Lottie often surface as sleeper hits on the resale market. Buyers recognize the quality and are willing to pay a premium for a well-maintained piece. So yes, this is the brand that quietly rivals the big French maisons in structure and finish, just as I promised. Why these bags are worth it. Now that we've covered the 7 bags, it's worth reiterating what ties them together. Exceptional craftsmanship for the price, genuine versatility, and surprising resilience in resale and wear. Each brand sources leathers and hardware that prioritize longevity, and the construction techniques, from hand-burnished edges to reinforced strap anchors, mean these are not impulse purchases destined for the back of the closet. They are designed to be worn, styled, and lived in. And because many of them are intentionally logo-free, they adapt to changing trends rather than becoming trend relics themselves. To put everything in perspective, consider the price gaps. A Chanel classic flap or similar iconic piece may cost well into 5 figures, while these mid-range options sit in the few hundred to low thousands range. But in many cases, the tactile experience, the firmness of the leather, the reliability of the hardware, the precision of the stitching is remarkably close. You're paying less for the story of the logo and more for direct value, materials, finish, and usable features. And with careful selection and maintenance, several of these mid-range pieces hold resale or remain relevant longer than seasonal high-end trends. So, what's the takeaway? True luxury isn't always about price. It's about how a bag makes you feel, how it fits into your life, and how it stands the test of time. Each of these mid-range bags proves that elegance and affordability can coexist beautifully. They're well-crafted, versatile, and carry that quiet confidence that never goes out of style. If you're building a capsule wardrobe, start with one of these. You'll find yourself reaching for it every single day. Because when you invest in quality, you're not just buying a bag, you're buying peace of mind. And trust me, years from now, you'll look back and realize these were the bags you truly never regretted owning. So tell me, which of these bags can you attest to its greatness? Tell me everything in the comments section below. I read every single one of them and love hearing what resonates with your style. If you enjoyed this video, you'll love this next one.